What's the dumbest reason you've been punished at school? My junior year English teacher, Mrs. Peterson, was notorious for her silent reading periods. When I say silent, I mean funeral level quiet. She could hear a pencil roll across a desk from 30 feet away. One Tuesday afternoon, I was deep into my assigned chapter when I committed the ultimate crime. I breathed. Not a sigh, not a snort, just a regular human breath while turning a page. Mrs. Peterson's head snapped up like a cobra spotting prey. Was that necessary? She whispered with venom. The entire class froze. I looked up confused. Was what necessary? That disruptive breathing. This is silent reading time. Her tone suggested I had just set off fireworks in the library. I wanted to point out the biological necessity of oxygen, but just nodded and returned to my book. 2 minutes later, she was standing over my desk with her arms crossed. Your breathing is still disruptive. I can hear it clearly from my desk. The class was now watching this absurd theater play out. Some were holding their own breath in solidarity or suppressing nervous laughter. Mrs. Peterson handed me a detention slip. The reason? Disruptive respiratory patterns during silent reading. She returned to her desk triumphant, while I sat there wondering if I should just stop breathing altogether. For the rest of the class, I took shallow breaths through my mouth, terrified of making any sound. My chest actually started hurting from the effort. When the bell finally rang, Mrs. Peterson stood to dismiss us with her usual lecture about respecting silence. Mid-sentence, she took a deep breath and hiccuped loudly. Then again and again. Her hiccups echoed through the classroom like gunshots. Students started giggling uncontrollably. Class dismissed, she croaked between violent hiccups, her face turning beet red. I walked past her desk and dropped my detention slip in the trash.